Hello all, I do hope you're having a good day today. A nice day here. Today we're looking at a Remette knife. I've done a review on this. This is a summary. The full review will be linked down in the description. This particular knife comes with a pocket slip, even though it does have a pocket clip. And what are we looking at? We're looking at the Remette Swordfish. This is a gravity knife, so know your local knife walls, but in a lot of places, even in the US, this is illegal technically to carry. Why? I don't know. It's not really any more dangerous than that or that, but it is. Knife laws can be kind of ridiculous. What is a gravity knife? A gravity knife is basically just a knife that deploys without... It's hard to describe because they describe a gravity knife as a knife that deploys without, like, direct user input. But this one does not deploy like that. I mean, will not deploy unless you release the tabs that hold it back. But I guess the knife blade is free floating when open, so that's a gravity knife. The blade is just actuated purely by gravity, as its name suggests. It's really stupid. But illegal. What can you do? This particular one, made by Remette, is in full titanium. It has a carbon fiber shield inlay that is swappable. I think they sell them independently. There's a number of different variants of carbon fiber and stuff you can get inlaid there. And the blade steel in this particular one is in M390 here. There it is, right there. So, what are we doing here? Basically, the entire knife is just this button. It's what moves these fins out, and the fins are what's holding the blade in position in the open and closed position. In the open position, they wedge behind the tang of the blade here. And honestly, when you're holding this knife, you're gripping it so it's tighter. Like, you can get some movement out of it if you're just going like this, but when you're going like this thing pretty much gets rock solid. I don't... Like, this is pretty safe, honestly. I don't think it's going to be closing on you as long as you're on the fins. Because you've got solid pieces of titanium behind your tang. It's actually a pretty reliable and solid knife, which is really nice, especially for gravity knives that are known to be, you know, have less mechanism and no typical lockout. Not always the case, but oftentimes, historically. Other than just hold it out together. I don't know. Swordfish comes in multiple designs. There's a Tonto version of this thing. The wings are slightly different in the Tonto for some reason. Same function, but they don't stick out as far when in the closed position, which is interesting, but nothing special. There's also a miniature version that well, not a miniature, but a smaller version that Remette makes. I think it's called the Leopard or something. It's basically the same thing, except it's just a bit smaller. It's got a little bit of a different shape to it. Doing the same principle though, so there's some options if you are still interested in looking for one of these, which I think this thing is just sort of a cool piece to have. Because it's well made. It's well executed. They got a nice finish on this blade. It's sort of very reflective, pearlescent, hazy kind of finish down here with a kind of a satin. It's very hard to film up here. Two-tone, very nice, very attractive, surprisingly thin behind the edge. Like, this is a functioning blade. This is not your standard OTF knife where you've got something so thick that it's really not going to pass through things. This gets thick quickly. It's not a tall blade or anything like that, but yeah, it's surprisingly functional here. I can't remember if they make a double-edged one. That one would, of course, be thicker, but I don't remember if they make one, actually, off the top of my head. The real showstopper on this thing is the way they did this geometric pattern, which is, in my opinion, I mean, there's a few options like a jigged one and stuff like this, but this is what we need to see more of from Remette. This is gorgeous, and it's got texture. Like, it's actually not flat. It's not just a lasered on flat pattern. I mean, it might be lasered in, but it's got texture. It raises at the apex and falls all across this thing. Like, the point of this sort of triangle block thing, focus, is an apex. It's a little bump, and you can feel it, and it feels great. It's super smooth, it's super nice, but it offers some tactility. It doesn't offer grip or anything like that, but it's really nicely done, and it doesn't affect really with the pocket clip. The pocket clip is a little bit stiff for being so short, but I would like to see more of this from them, honestly. Because this is, and I said it in the review, I believe, this is really nice. And just a faux inlay or something on a regular knife that's just a folding knife, you know. With that on it, yeah, I wouldn't mind seeing a bit of that. Remette's always doing something interesting, let's be honest. If you've ever paid any attention to them, they are worth paying attention to. Because they're always doing something. Plunge grind is actually great here. It's way back here. I mean, that's not something that you would think of as the highest priority on one of these knives, but they did it well. The whole thing's smooth. And for what it is, the complexity here, it's a premium knife, but it's not like the most ridiculous expensive knife ever for all you're getting. And the execution's great. The M390 is good. It has I have to admit, it came with a very sharp edge. Like this, that's an aggressive sharp edge. In fact, I could almost feel it start biting into me just touching it like that. Overall, this thing is really, really good. Just comes with some very real limitations and rules attached. The slip is kind of crap. It's not very good. I don't know why they cared to include it when you have a pocket clip on the thing. I've never even put it in the slip, as you can kind of see. It works. I mean, it's cheap. It's clearly single layer, like sanded down leather with maybe like some sort of felt or something like attached to it on the side here. The stitching is fine. Nothing special, not great. Kind of beat the crap out of, and I didn't even take it out of there, but it serves its function if you want to use it that way. That is if you're even carrying it, right? So really, this is extremely complex mechanism for an extremely simple. Open this, blade slides out, you're done. There's not a whole ton of things going on here. But it's a fun knife, and it is worth checking out if you're an enthusiast or a collector, or you just want something different. Because it's very well executed at a premium but justifiable price. Oh, there's also a hidden lanyard slot here for some reason. I don't know, but it's there, and it's invisible for the most part. So yeah, the Swordfish is cool. I like this one. So that's it. Consider like, subscribe. The allergies are really in the throat today, I guess. I'm having trouble, so I apologize for that. But consider liking, subscribing, commenting, sharing, etc., etc. I would like to help the channel grow, and if you would help that, I would greatly appreciate it. And I will see you guys in the next one. See ya.